Danny, is that the beauty of football? You can win a game in a game where the two halves were so different.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure if it's the beauty of football, but I've definitely had easier second halves than that one. First half, I thought we were excellent. I thought we played with a good rhythm. Looked a real threat. We find a really good first goal from a set piece. Second goal, just a brilliant goal. And we get into a really good place in the game as a consequence. And then, yeah, probably needed to be more ruthless. I think we could have gone 3, 4, even 5 in that period. We don't. And of course, you know, at these levels, there's very little between the teams, and they, you know, to be fair to Pete and his staff, got their group back together. They changed the system, make 2 subs, put 2 forwards on the pitch, put lots of balls in our box, and yeah, get ahead of steam. And yeah, for us, we could have played with more control than we did second half, but we managed to find a way.
Yeah, and finding a way, that was another quality to add to the quality that we played on the ball in the first half. That, you know, digging in and making sure we get over the line and get the win. Of
course. I think you have to win football matches in all different ways, don't you? If you want to be a good team, in a 46-game season, you've probably got to win 25 matches. That gives you 75 points. You've then got to get some draws, maybe 10. That gives you 85 points. That mean that you're in and around the promotion places. And those 25 wins, you ain't going to play well in all 25, not for the 90 minutes anyway. And thankfully for us, in moments and in spells, we played really well. And yeah, of course, brilliant ball by Jack Payne for the first goal. We've been working on that all week, get the big man across the front. I'm joking, of course, because Kyrie, I didn't anticipate him scoring a header, but it was, do you know what, he's a clever boy, he's an opportunity, he loves scoring, and they kind of got caught between man-to-man and zonal, and they just left a space and he just attacked it, and it was a brilliant header for him. And that gave us a 1-0 lead, and of course the second goal, wow. I mean, good players, Samson and Micah, and you get good players playing close together, then normally good things happen, and so much power from Samps. And then the technical quality to find it into Micah, and then Micah has a beautiful first touch and an even better second touch, and then of course we're 2-0 up, and we're really in the ascendancy. Yeah, and does it show how much we've progressed since we played them up there when we were good for 45 and then under the cosh a little bit for 45, but today we kind of like, you know, looked even in control of things that it wasn't going to get like it did earlier in the season. Yeah, we've definitely evolved and grown. It was very early for us, and we were a new group, and we were just bedding down our principles really. Whereas today, yeah, we're a lot further down the line. And the thing that I'm most proud of is like we have so many challenges going into the game. We have loads of challenges in the game with Kyrie's coming off, Micah coming off. You know, we've got 3 of them that have all got injuries going into today. Like really is our set piece taker. He can't. He's got a tight goal, and we didn't want to expose him to it. But he still wants to play, and he's still willing to put his body on the line for the team. Huntley the same. Will Goodwin comes onto the pitch the same. So incredible effort from the players. And yeah, of course we when things are going against you, you learn a lot about the character of the players and the character of the team. And yeah, I think we've played better for 90-minute periods than we did today, but I don't think we've had a more important win, particularly the way the game unfolded. Because when you concede as late on as we did, maybe 85, 86 minutes, something like that, then they of course have the momentum behind them. But we controlled the game really well after that, and I thought we showed a lot of maturity. And I think that probably the question you ask is another way of showing how far we've come.